Alright, welcome to a different type of video today. Today I'm just going to be talking about why I love league racing. F1 league racing, I guess, to be more specific. And for me it comes down to a few things. One is that how I'm wired. I'm very competitive. Even playing football or rugby growing up and the such, and even when I go bowling, I just get very competitive. I want to do my best. I want to do very well. I want to win. And there's always that kind of competitive edge in me, so I guess that plays its part. And the other part of it is I love F1. No, I've been a fan since 2002. I've always liked the relentless pursuit of speed and excellence, and how a second is an eternity. Like one singular second is an eternity, and the margins are so fine, but like you're talking hundreds and thousands of a second that can make the difference between make or break. And I love that feeling. I love that fine margin. It's always so exhilarating. I guess also with this F1 these days, there's a great strategy element to it, with regards to tyres, and you have to make so many different decisions on the fly. And do I pit this lap, or how do I calculate this move, or do I play the long game? And there's so many things that go into your mind when you're doing it, and so that's why I guess I really love it. The thing with league racing is that you get to compete with the same guys week in, week out, and I find that very exciting, because there's nothing quite like that person who's maybe a little bit quicker, or you feel you're on the same along the same lines with, and that person, like, okay, this week I'm going to get them. Like, I'm feeling good. This is a good track for me. I feel like I can do it. Like, you can just competing against the same people every week. I think I really like that dynamic a lot. It's something I really enjoy. Not just against people who are slower than me, but people who are kind of the same as you, and I think most importantly, people who are faster than me. Because when there's someone faster than you, it calls you just to keep going. Just to keep finding those improvements that you can make. And whereas with the setup or your line around the track and how you take a corner, just that pursuit to kind of keep improving and try and chase those people in front of you. It's just, I find that so exciting. And league racing, it's difficult, because there's some days where things don't go well. Like there's some times where you mess up yourself, you go wide, you have a moment, you make a mistake. And there are other days in races where it's not your fault, and something has, whether external or otherwise, or someone has compromised your race, and that can ruin your result, and you can be left feeling that I didn't get the result I deserved today. And those things happen, but that kind of makes the days in the races where you do nail it, whether it's in quali or in the race, and you get that result that you didn't think you'd get, or the drive that you knew you could do, but just a matter of going out and actually executing it. It all comes together, and that competitiveness and that perfection, that pursuit. It's just what makes league racing so special, and it's something that I really enjoy. And I think other people really enjoy as well. Just be able to go against one another and just week in, week out, just bang, 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 and just leave it all out there on the track. You get to a race beforehand, and whether you settle down on your couch with your pad, or you like me these days, and you sit behind the wheel and you just zone in. And you zone in into the next 50% of that race, those next 28 laps, or the next 30 something laps. You settle in, you just go for it. You leave it out on the track, and it's cool, because it's like life in itself, in a way that a 50% F1 race will throw all sorts of different things at you, whether it's a challenge from yourself or from others, and things always come up, like maybe front wing damage or something, or a safety car maybe in years past with the F1 games, maybe not so 2017, but it'll throw every kind of thing at you, and this kind of tests how you react to that. How are you going to react to that move that maybe wasn't quite so nice? How are you going to react to being pent up behind someone for all these laps and you have to get past? How do you react to all that? And I just find that aspect of league racing that it brings out a lot of emotion, but the highs and the lows, but that's what makes league racing so exciting, and that's what makes it special to be a part of. And I know I feel that, and I hope you feel that too if you're league racing. So as I say this, again, I love league racing. It's just wired in me, the competitiveness, and that's what I love to do. I love to league race.